Game. Hello everybody on the internet watching, and welcome to our second playoff game of the night. This is the over there divisional playoff game between the Seattle Beefers, who have won 4 of their last 5 games, and the Wyoming Janitors, who are looking to make it a two-peat at the Normal Bowl. We just saw the Hamilton Rollers defeat the Kingston Gators last game in order to move on to the Normal Bowl, so the winner of this game will go on to the most prestigious event I've ever made up. The Wyoming Janitors winning the opening coin toss. They have chosen to defer, so it's going to be Justin Threadbare up the middle all the way to the 36. A great return for one of the best the best kick punt returner in the league. So the Beefers, red hot. They've gone from a mid-passing game into the running game. They've got Gary McMoney's behind already, and he's going to go up the middle for a 4-yard gain. Justin Threadbare probably knackered after that punt kick return. Second and 7, 3-yard gain. The Beefers at the 39. Ash McEnroe, statistically one of the best quarterbacks in the league, has been able to protect his passer rating. Oh, there he goes, play action pass, trying to get it to Ivan Mold, but well defended there by, that looked like Bert Haybarn. Yeah, Ivan Mold, one of those bully receivers. Honestly, that might have gotten the Janitors gears turning for their new offense, but for now, let's keep it here. The Beefers with a 7-yard third down conversion. McEnroe to throw. Throws it to a great out route to Nathan Gamer. Has an epic Gamer moment there for a first down. And they've gotten into Janitors territory at the 45. First down for the Beefers. Durante Dunn at the fullback for Justin Threadbare on this play out of the I formation. Play action pass, no pressure at all. Throws it over, and it's almost intercepted by Bobby Williamson. Down the middle. You had a Beefer running a post route. I couldn't exactly see who it was. Might have been Ivan Mold, might have been the tight end. But whatever the case may be, second down for the Beefers at the Janitors 45. Big I-form counter run, and that's stopped. Steve Rail on the tackle. Stopping that run for almost no gain, if not for half a yard. Yes, it will be for no gain. The Beefers still at the 45 for a third down. Ash McEnroe in the shotgun beside Justin Threadbare goes, throws it over. Ivan Mold gets it across the 40 or the 35 for a first down. Oscar Dudeman not covering close enough. Bert Haybarn gets cut inside of. Oscar Dudeman with a stiff tackle, so Mold keeping hold of that ball through that tackle. And the Beefers convert once again on a third down in enemy territory. They're at the 32. Good run block there. That was Threadbare on the counter run, only getting for about 1.5 yards. High formation once again for the Beefers. Oscar Lent players. Up the middle is Threadbare for a big 9-yard gain. Third and inches play for the Beefers. The Janitors piling up the tackle box. Counter run for Gary McMoney's, who only barely makes it over the first down line. First down Beefers. And again, that's the third down conversion for the Beefers. This running offense doing exactly what it means to. Keep chipping away yardage every snap and getting those first downs reliably, getting 4 yards here, 6 yards there, 3 yards there. Doesn't matter as long as it equals to more than 10 by the fourth down. Gary McMoney's on the outside run. This one stopped for a loss by the linebacker. Jed Chadwick stopping the run. Beefers at the 23, inching ever and ever closer to the end zone. 3:33 left on the clock in the first quarter. For Gary McMoney's play-action pass, corner route, and a good deflection there from Bobby Williamson guarding Ivan Mold, and that will bring up another down. Third down, the Beefers 3 for 3 on third downs, but this is the most difficult conversion yet. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 11, actually, after that tackle for loss. So we'll see what Ash McEnroe does with his receivers. Janitors, no pressure. What an interception! That was a volleyball interception. Great work. Bert Haybarn deflecting the pass right into the hands of Oscar. Dude, man, what a tag team as the Janitors get possession at their 12-yard line. And just like that, the momentum has dissolved for the Beefers. And now Craig Quaffit starts for the Janitors for the first drive of the game. Quaffit goes to throw. No pressure in the pocket whatsoever. Throws it deep to a double-covered Zach Racer. And he's unable to get it. Man, Craig Quaffit throwing deep. So, man, Craig Quaffit, quite a story. There are so many quarterbacks in this league that were drafted to be the team's quarterback, only to be shuffled somewhere else where their stats are better used. We saw that with Booker Trayton Jr., threw over the middle, and oh, man, Rory Fisher can't hold on to it through the tackle, and that'll bring up a third down for the Janitors. But we saw Booker Trayton Jr. for the Rollers start as quarterback, only to be moved to wide receiver, to running back, actually, where he's a tight end, split end running back. It's the Wonder Kid offense is a different beast, but they're in the normal bowl now, so they're your problem. It's Craig Quaffit in trouble, throws it up for Roy Fisher, and just offset a little bit, can't get the pass, and that'll bring up a fourth down for the Janitors. But Craig Quaffit was another one of those quarterbacks. He was drafted to be the Janitors quarterback, only the Janitors were able to trade back for Bruce Bogdan, their original quarterback, and he had quite a turbulent season for the Janitors. He was very high ceiling, very low floor, as Justin Threadbare calls for the fair catch at the 45. So while an amazing interception for the Janitors, they're unable to get anything done in their 3 downs, and now the Beefers get the ball back with great field position at their own 45. But yeah, Craig Quaffit moved from quarterback to wide receiver, where he was for pretty much the whole season, and it was only until the last game of the regular season, last week, here Justin Threadbare on the counter is stopped for no gain once again by Jed Chadwick. Yeah, it wasn't until last week's final regular season game where he was moved back to quarterback, and now the Giant Janitors offense, as it's been dubbed, unable to get it done against the Beefers here. Justin Threadbare with Geronte Dunnett in the backfield for this I formation play. It's a power toss, and Justin Threadbare with insane run blocking gets it all the way to the 35. Holy cow. Look at this run blocking, everybody. Geronte Dunnett bowls over Jed Chadwick. Almost gets a double. Todd Normal even helping out there. Every layer blocked. Insane run there by the Beefers as they've made it to the Janitors 37. Strong I formation. Play action pass. Oh my god. The keep all the way to the 25 for a first down. Ash McEnroe. The boot play. Now, once again, the Beefers marching down the Janitors' side of the field. Minute 20 remaining on the board. Another Gary McMoney's counter run. This one going to the 20. That'll be third down, Beefers. No, 2nd and 6, sorry. I can't keep track of anything. Beefers at the 20. They need to get to the 14. Gary McMoney's in as the back, along with Geronte Dunnett as the fullback. And Ash McEnroe will keep it. And first, no, he's stopped at the 15. 3rd and short for the Beefers. Last third down for the Beefers in the red zone ended up at a great interception for the Janitors, but doubtless they'll run it forward for the first down. We'll see if Jed Chadwick or another defensive player can stop this for a loss. And no, over the line. Michael Tyre stopping the run. He had a bad angle to stop it for a loss, though. And that's going to be first down for the Beefers as we end the first quarter. The Beefers with a fresh set of down inside the Janitors' 15. This Janitors' defense heavily tested here in the first quarter. We remain scoreless. Justin Threadbare takes forever to be tackled down to the 5. So a big gain there from Threadbare. It'll be second and short for the Beefers. They'll be only 5 yards away from the end zone. McEnroe to throw it. Gets it to the corner of the end zone, and he finds his man. Nathan Gamer, who already had a great reception on a previous drive, caps off this one with a throw to the corner. And that's a touchdown for the Beefers. And this Wyoming crowd not a fan of that. A 4-yard touchdown pass. Now the Beefers kick it back to the Janitors' second possession of the game. Which tells you something about the great running offense of the Beefers, that they were able to chip that much time away. We're already into the second quarter, and that was only the Beefers' second drive. Now you have to wonder if the Janitors can get a lead here. They're going to take the power of that run game away from the Beefers. If the Beefers continue to have a score lead as both defenses become a gridlock, that's going to be a huge advantage for the Beefers. Craig Quaffit, great comeback throw to Rory Fisher for a first down. And the Janitors get something going finally. I say finally, it's only their second drive. Go easy on them, TG. But they get it to the 35, and a very quick bullet thrown by Craig Quaffit, bazookaing it to wide receiver number 2. First and 10. High snap. Quaffit catches it. He's got a great pocket, but Tile throws an interception. Has to throw it out of the sack, and Craig Quaffit injured his foot on the way down from the tackle. Omar Jeltz catching the interception of the pass thrown out of the sack, not anywhere near its intended target. And now Beefers ball at the 41, and now we are questioning if Craig Quaffit is injured or not. That could be huge for the Janitors. That is huge. We had a bit of a scare in the first game as Justin Threadbare gets a big 11-yard run to the 30. We had a quick scare with Jeff Forshaw in the Over Here divisional game. Blake Crawford, it's a foot contusion, so he will return. So a nasty bruise, but we might not see him roll out of the pocket. Ash McEnroe with the play-action pass. What a beautiful post route by Todd Normal. Todd Normal getting it deep to Janitors Field at the 6. Ash McEnroe has successfully completed half of his passes for 1 touchdown. Gary McMoney's and Geronte Dunn in the backfield. Gary McMoney's excellent lead blocking gets it to the 3. Tackled by Sean Woodward. And the Janitors seem to be about 50-50 when it comes to stopping this insane run blocking from the Beefers. They're at the 2, second and goal. Another counter run, and McMoney's fights into the end zone. Michael Tyre once again unable to force him back. And the power of McMoney's gets into the end zone, and the Beefers up 2 scores here in the first half. And the Beefers' heavy run game continues to pay off. So I saw a will return. I didn't see a time frame on that, whether it'll be for next quarter. So if I have my notes here correct, quarterback number 2 for the Janitors will be Trenton Lastward. Joe Corkboard to kick it back off. 14-0 Beefers after that successful point after try. Williamson at the 10 to return, but he's smothered in Beefers at the 20. Janitors only with a singular first down this game. The Beefers with 8. Most of those coming on third downs. They've really bitten out of the clock like they've got the munchies. Quaffit back in, so a very minor injury if he's back here. A high snap that he jumps up for, over the middle, catch, gets it to his man. Bruce Bogdan, the former quarterback, makes his return to wide receiver. There's a deep cut for Janitors fans. Bruce Bogdan was a wide receiver for a short time in Season 1 at the very beginning of the league, and he's found his way back there. And that's a double play action, and Harold Van Panel only gets 3 yards before side switching. Freddie Funky Dope, the tight end, injuring his elbow on the block. And these injuries started to stack up for the Janitors. Craig Quaffit playing through a foot injury right now. And now they might have lost their tight end number 2. Quaffit in a good pocket, throws it to the flat, gets it complete to number 88. That's Andy Heltonson. And I think he was able to turn upfield for a small gain. He gets it to the 35. But the Janitors need points on the board here. They've got a tricky third down, 3rd and 6. They're lined up in the I formation. Quaffit throwing it, first down to Roy Fisher past the 40. Another Quaffit bullet. Look at this. Roy Fisher hits the slant, catches the bazooka shot, and the Janitors continue their drive. Fresh shot it down for the Janitors. They're at the 43-yard line. Andy Heltonson on the move. Quick step back from Quaffit, throws over the middle, complete to Roy Fisher once again at the 50. And Roy Fisher has been money across the middle of the field on those slant routes this drive. Not quite Gary McMoney's, but tangible currency nonetheless. 2nd and 2 for the Janitors at the Beefers 48. Harold Van Panel, the lone back. It's a play action. And the Beefers right there, throws to the outside. What a big completion to Zach Racer past the 15. A huge gain there for the Janitors. And I said they needed a big play on this drive. And Zach Racer on the sail gets it past Destin Mystery. Big play there from the Janitors. Quaffit has found his groove. He's completed 6 for 10, an excellent completion ratio. Lined up in the I formation in the red zone. A quick step back, throw to the outside. It's complete, touchdown! Bogdan! That's not Bogdan, that is Liam O'Fiend. Liam O'Fiend, the former Stoat linebacker, getting a touchdown, barely breaking the plane of the goal line, and the Janitors get on the board. with an amazing passing onslaught from Craig Quaffit with only 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to play in this playoff first half. The kick is good. The Janitors get 7 on the board. Beavers leading 14-7. Again, playoff game. If you win, you are on to the Normal Bowl against the Hamilton Rollers. If you lose, it's going to be a long off season. Let me tell you firsthand. Joshua Hoser to kick it back to the Beavers. Justin Threadbare to return. He's about a yard into the end zone. Runs it up. Again, insane blocking through the middle here, and he's going to get it all the way to the 40. And this has been such a huge weapon for the Beavers all game long, all season long, even. And that just the amazing kick return abilities of Justin Threadbare, the best kick punt returner in the league, always gives the Beavers great field position on every one of those drives. But Mash McEnroe keeps it with blockers. Gets a 10-yard gain. Incredible work there from the Beavers. Ash McEnroe on the keep. Rolls out of the pocket. He had blockers even in front of him. That was crazy. First and 10. The Beavers at the 50. We're at the 2-minute warning as well. Ash McEnroe over the middle of the field gets Ivan Mold for about a perhaps 3 or 4 yard completion. Ivan Mold has been a devastating weapon against most teams in the middle of the field due to his gigantic size and strength. And Freddie Funky Dope, elbow bursitis, out for 1 quarter, so a minor elbow injury. And another keep from Ash McEnroe, and nobody notices. He gets about 15, 16 yards on that before anyone in the secondary noticed. You had Steve Rail playing pass coverage. He was actually man coverage against number 11, Greg Trucker. And he was busy looking at his man. He didn't even see that Ash McEnroe had rolled out of the pocket for another huge gain. Justin Threadbare, the lone back. Beavers. Not a lot of pressure, and it's a sack! Perry Bulkison sends Ash McEnroe tumbling to the turf. And we actually haven't really seen a lot of Janitors pressure this game. Janitors have been mostly content with pass coverage, it seems, for the most part. But Perry Bulkison, charging his way through, gets the sack. That's a 3-yard sack. The Beavers push to the 34. Play action pass from McEnroe. Throws it over the middle. Caught! Just short of a first down by Todd Normal. That'll bring up a 3rd and short at the 21. Timeout taken by the Beavers. They talk about how they're going to attack the defense. And the Janitors need a stand here to prevent this game from sliding out of their reach. Of course, it's still a 1-score game with an entire other half to play still. Oh, that was for a first down. Holy crap. Okay, first down Beavers in the goal formation. It's an outside pitch. Will only go for a yard to the 20. The Janitors using a timeout, pausing the clock at 57 seconds remaining. McEnroe in the shotgun. Janitors sent 5. They get it to Ivan Mold at the 5. Big first down for the Beavers, looking to increase their lead yet again to 14. 44, 43, 42 seconds remaining in the first half. Play action pass. McEnroe on the keep gets stopped for no gain. That'll be 2nd and goal at the 5. Threadbare and Durante done it. Threadbare gets the pass. He'll get it to the 1. Third down, Beefers. Again, any score here will make it a 2-score game. That's exactly what the Beefers would love going into the half, especially with the Janitors getting the ball back in the second half. 9 seconds to go, and the Beefers apparently aren't going to risk it on third down. That's a mistake. It's 3rd and 1. You try on third down. No, they will burn a timeout here to try for the field goal. And the kick is good. Joe Corkboard kicks it true. And the Beefers lead 17-7 here with 7 seconds remaining in the first half. So we'll get a squib kick from Joe Corkboard. Bobby Williamson preparing himself to catch this. If I were Bobby Williamson, I would honestly fair catch it. Keep the time on the clock and see if Craig Quaffit can't call up a Hail Mary. Although, honestly, I have my doubts that this team can do Hail Marys with how slow everyone is. Bobby Williamson gets the catch, and he's tackled at the 28. I don't have any doubts they can secure a Hail Mary catch. But the problem is getting it to the end zone from there, because I'm pretty sure the Beaver secondary is faster than the Bullies, even if the Bullies do bully a catch. But again, we'll see what they're lined up in a running form, so it looks like they might just concede the half. Good running play there for 5 yards anyway. So the Wyoming Janitors, tailing by 10, will get the ball back to begin this half. 16 minutes to play here in this playoff game. One of these two teams' season ends tonight. Who will move on to face the Hamilton Rollers at the second Totally Normal Bowl this Tuesday? We'll see you in a little bit. Beefers kick it back off to Bobby Williamson, who's waiting at the 11. He'll go to the outside, but again, there's Beefers all around, and he'll get it just shy of the 25. First and 10 for Craig Quaffit. Craig Quaffit, the last drive, has been on fire, and I can only imagine what halftime adjustments has done to him. Play action pass, and tries to get it. I think that pass was intended for Harold Van Panel on a block release, but there were multiple people in the way of the bullet pass, and that goes incomplete for second down. Freddie Funky Dope has returned after his elbow injury. Him and Van Panel in the backfield for this play. And it's an outside toss play. Harold Van Panel spins, cuts up on the outside, gets to the 30 to make it a 3rd and medium short. Hitting all the buttons on the controller for that one is Harold Van Panel. Getting every possible yard he can. Gonna bring up a 3rd and 3. Looks more like a 3rd and 4 to me at the 30. But I'm not your mom. 7 minutes 20 on the clock. Van Panel outside pitch once again, but the ball's loose. Picked up by number 81, Freddie Funky Dope. So the Janitors will retain possession, but it'll be a 4th down. Fourth and 2, and Larry Balding, the new punter for the Janitors, will punt it back to the Beefers. And again, this is playing into the Beefers' run plan amazingly. As Justin Threadbare catches it on the left side of the field, gets it shy of the 40. Again, the Beefers, they have a run-heavy game. This is a dream scenario for them. They have a 2-score lead in the second half, and all they need to do is continue utilizing their running game, which has been firing on all cylinders, to burn up the clock, take possessions away from the Janitors, and seal in that date to the Normal Bowl, and prevent the Janitors from being a two-peat. Gary McMoney's on the outside. He's stopped for no gain by Oscar Dudeman. First and 10. McMoney's on the counter. It's stopped for a loss. Perry Bulkison with another amazing run, and that pushes the Beefers below 100 yards rushing. So whatever halftime adjustments the Janitors made to the running game, they have locked it in. That's a big statement drive for the Janitors defense as they now enter pass coverage mode. McEnroe looking for somebody open, throws out of a sack, but Greg Trucker is unable to hold on to it through the tackle. Len Players tackling him to the ground. 4th down, Beefers. And an amazing stand from the Janitors, honestly. We saw so many mistakes that they were making in the first half against the running game. They tightened it up. Perry Bulkison is getting to the backfield, and they are starting to do damage. The Janitors are not ready to lay down for their opponent. Bobby Williamson at the 24 waves for the fair catches. That looked like Jared McMustards was just right in front of him. Ready to tackle him down, should he not. So Janitors ball at their 24. Five minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the third. Janitors down 10. It's a handoff to Harold Van Panel that only goes for a yard. Danny Hairline making the tackle, a fantastic linebacker for the Shipbirds in Season 1. He's been a fantastic linebacker the whole season for the Beefers. Buffett once again in the I form for the second down try. 2nd and 9 at the 25. It's a double fake as Harold Van Panel is only able to get a yard again, as the Beefers are not caught off guard by the deception. And that'll bring up a 3rd and medium long for the Janitors. 3rd and 7 at the 27. I form for the Janitors. Buffett steps back to throw. Throws it to the flat. Gets it to Bruce Bogdan, but it's thrown behind the sticks. This Janitors crowd once again pressing for them to go on 4th and short. But I don't think they will. It's 4th and 3. Okay, maybe I wouldn't do that from your own 30. There's still lots of ball to play, and if the Janitors continue their amazing defense, they can hold this 10-point deficit and strike back on the next drive. Still lots of football to play. Threadbare catching the ball at the 22. Runs it up the left side of the field to the 40. Getting tackled by Brandon Borger. Brandon Borger, happy for his brother, scoring his first touchdown of the season as a kicker. 1st and 10 for the Beefers at the 40. McEnroe to throw is in trouble. Throws it early. And it's incomplete, intended for Todd Normal. Second and 10. Strong eye twin tight end formation. Gary McMoney's on the keep. Gets 5 yards to the 45. 3rd down, Beefers. If the Beefers want to dot their I's and cross their T's, they're going to need to continue getting first downs against this Janitors defense that seems to have the running game increasingly more locked on. McEnroe looking for the throw. He's got an open man, but the pressure's too strong. Michael Tyre brings down the quarterback for a big sack. And Trayvon Enterkey will punt after the 3-yard Michael Tyre sack. There's the punt. Trayvon Enterkey, the former kicker for the New York Knitters in Season 1, picked off a free agency as he kicks a punt out of bounds at around the 25. Ball spotted at the 23. First and 10 for the Janitors, and they need to put points on the board as they are running out of possessions. A nice over-the-middle completion to Harold Van Panel at the 35. Excellent catch there in open space by the running back. Beefers converge on him. Craig Quaffit, 9 for 14. Not as good as he was in the first quarter, but certainly doing well. Craig Quaffit gets a nice stick route there from Rory Fisher to the 45, and Quaffit is cooking. Rory Fisher, 4 for 37 today. He's been killer in the middle of the field. As it's a play-action pass, Craig Quaffit keeps it, and he's going to get a 2.5-yard gain as the Janitors cross the 50 into enemy territory. Not quite. The ball spotted half a yard. So we'll call it on the Janitors 49. 2nd and 8 for the Janitors. Quaffit once again looking. Beavers showing 4. Bruce Bogdan on the flat. We'll see where the refs spot this. That looked like a good first down to me at the Beavers 45. But it may be short. It'll be 3rd and 1, so a yard short. So apparently I don't know where that first down marker is. So we'll see if Van Panel plugs it in for a first down. Yes, it'll be an outside pitch. Van Panel turns it upfield and falls over for a first down. The Janitors with a fresh set of downs as we end the third quarter. This game speedily coming to an end. Only 8 minutes of regulation left to play. The Janitors, if they look to get to the Normal Bowl for a second season in a row, need to overcome a 10-point deficit here in the fourth. Craig Quaffit on a roll, though, hoping to put 7 on the board. He's in the shotgun, no tight end. So he's passing over the middle, gets it to number 21. That is Jim Ratt on the nice halfback throw, who just cuts up right the middle. And Jim Ratt, what a pickup he's been for the Janitors. They paid Doug Gongshow and a 4th-round draft pick to the Trash Pandas for him. Craig Quaffit to throw once again. Has to throw it away due to pressure. And for the most part, this Janitors' offensive line has been amazing at offering Quaffit just enough time to get the man open. And again, you can also credit that to this whole new offense that the Janitors are rolling out with the shorter routes that you can throw quickly too. And the Janitors flipping the play entirely, trying to see who's on who. Quaffit in the shotgun. He's in trouble. Cornerback blitz on the comeback, and it's intercepted by J.K. Jokester. And that is the worst thing that could happen if you are a Janitors fan. So that cornerback blitz was incredible. It just went wide around the right of the field, and it just, all of a sudden, like a launched torpedo in the ocean, barreling towards Craig Quaffit. Craig Quaffit didn't see it until it was way too late, had to throw it, threw out of the sack. And J.K. Jokester was there to step out of coverage to pick up the interception. Ash McEnroe, incomplete throw, as he gets a face full of Steve Rail. And so the Beefers, still with a 10-point lead, hoping to utilize their running game in order to burn more off the clock. Justin Threadbare gets a big stiff arm, gets another stiff arm, forced fumble, big Janitor's ball. Tries to hit the stiff arm for a 3rd time. Threadbare mashing light punch after light punch. Unfortunately gives up the fumble because apparently we're playing with NFL blitz rules where the more offensive moves you use, the more likely you are to fumble the ball. And the Janitors get a big takeaway at the Beefers' 36-yard line. Hand off to Harold Van Panel. Excuses me, pardons me his way to the 30. Janitors at the 30. The Janitors made it to the wild card round against the San Francisco Shipbirds in Season 1. The margin of victory that won them to the Normal Bowl, a singular point. Craig Quaffit stepping back, throwing it up, gets it to Rory Fisher, but he hops out of bounds. Third down for the Janitors. They are in field goal range, which would make it back to a singular score game. But Quaffit needs to make a first down. He's got a man open in the middle. But it's too late. He gets sacked down by Jevin Holdsbard. And they may have been moved out of field goal range. We'll see if Joshua Hoser will attempt this kick or not. This is massive points for the Janitors if he's able to get it through the uprights. This should be field goal range. No, they'll go for it on 4th and 5. Gutsy call here from the Janitors. Gutsy call. Will they get it? What in the play action hell was that? Bogdan gets it up. No, he doesn't hold on to it at the 10. Turnover on downs. What a roller coaster of emotions there. What on earth play action was that? Quaffit rolling deep out of the pocket for a corner route for Bogdan. But now it's Beaver ball over the middle. It's a first down catch by Edgar Stormcount. Gutsy play call from the Janitors. Honestly, going for it on 4th down there. I don't know. Maybe kicking the field goal. I guess Joshua Hoser wasn't too confident on his chances from that range. Of course, the Janitors have PTSD when it comes to field goals and playoff situations. So Threadbare on the counter. Stopped for no gain by Steve Rail. Second and 10 for the Beefers. We're under 5 minutes to play in the game. The Beefers a 10-point lead. Over the middle, they've got an open. No! Todd Normal has it knocked out of his hands by a Bobby Williamson tackle. What an MVP of that secondary Williamson has been, not only this season, but in the entire tenure of the Janitors in this league. Beefers on the 40, 3rd down. Ash McEnroe in the shotgun looking to throw. He's got a man open. He goes to the corner, double covered, and easily swatted away by Williamson and Len players. So the Beefers to punt. So yeah, the Janitors, again, 10 points, still easy. I hesitate to say easily, but you can still overcome a 10-point deficit with 4:30 to go. But they need to start scoring points. Going for it on 4th down is starting to haunt them as the fair catch is waved. And what a punt from the Beefers as it goes to the 2. And the Janitors not happy about this development whatsoever. And so Quaffit will have a difficult time getting it out of his end zone. Perhaps Van Panel's ready to do some dives. He has his hand. Van Panel diving gets them 6 yards of breathing room. Smart play call there by the Janitors. That opens up a bit of green grass for Quaffit to perhaps do a passing play on. As it's 2nd and 4. Less than 4 minutes to play in the game. Quaffit quickly steps back. Tries to get it to Bogdan over the middle. But it's incomplete. A very quick check down there. Third down for the Janitors. 2 for 6 on 3rd down. They have to score on this drive. Time is running out. Ready, Funky Dope on the move. Quaffit to throw. Oh, too low for Zach Racer to pick up. Trying to put it between the knees. Zach Racer can't stoop low enough to pick it up. 4th down Janitors. And this far back into their own end zone, they'll have to punt it away. Larry Balding out. Playoff game. If the Beefers play a flawless 3 minutes here, run the clock out, they will make it to the Normal Bowl this Tuesday. Playoff game, season's on the line. The Beefers getting the ball at the Janitors' 46-yard line. Gary McMoney's in the backfield. Play action pass. It's a keep as Ash McEnroe makes it to the 40. Three-yard gain. 2nd and 7. And this is honestly not bad for the Beefers. They just need to keep chunking away, getting these first downs, and they will get a first down past the 35. Gary McMoney's 10 carries for 19 yards this game. A very small amount, 1.9 yards per carry, but that has been the MO of the Beefers. They converted on 3rd down so many times this game, and it's thanks to Gary McMoney's power running down the middle. Len players showing up to the tackle box. McMoney stopped for no gain. And you gotta start thinking the Janitors you gotta think that the Janitors have to start using their timeouts. We're gonna hit the 2-minute warning. Janitors still down by 10. As it's a Gary McMoney's counter play that goes all the way to the 25. Now, if the Janitors stop this to a field goal, that means the Janitors have to get 2 touchdowns in order to go ahead by a singular point. Beefers are now 4 for 8 on 3rd down. They need to make it 3 yards. Snapping from the 25. McEnroe to a corner route. That's good. That was overthrown, though. The Janitors will surely challenge this. Or actually, I lied. We're inside of the 2-minute warning, so this will automatically be reviewed by the upstairs booth. No challenge required, and this man is out of bounds. Clear as day on the chalk. William Simplegraw. More chalk than a murder outline. And this play will surely be reversed. Yeah, the play is reversed, and the Beefers will settle for the field goal. So Joe Corkboard out to make the lead 13 points, thus ensuring that the Janitors need to make 2 touchdown scoring plays. As the kick is good, Beefers go 20-7. Do or die for the Janitor season. They can't settle for a field goal at any point now. Again, you gotta wonder, them going for that 4th down play is really haunting them now, leaving 3 points on the board. Bobby Williamson at the 5 to return. He's going through the middle. Beefers converging on him past the 30. Penalty on the Wyoming Janitors. Woodward was caught holding. And so that'll push them back behind the 20, and the Janitors fans absolutely devastated that their season might be ending this way. Ball's placed on the 21. A minute 35 left. Quaffit has no time. Funky Dope on the move. Quaffit looking to throw. Gets it over the middle. Gets it to Van Panel for a 15-yard gain in open space at the 35. Everybody shuffling forward. A minute 25 to play. I believe the Janitors still have all 3 of their timeouts. Van Panel the lone back. Ready Funky Dope once more on the move. Good blocking. Gets it to the double protected guy. And incomplete. A minute 13 stopped on the clock. Greg Quaffit in the shotgun. No backs. He's going. Gets Rory Fisher on the 4-yard comeback. The Janitors will use their first timeout. It's 3rd down for the Janitors. They've got a bit of a ways to go. But They'll be going on 4th down here. Play flipped by Quaffit. 1:09 stuck on the clock. Quaffit to throw. Throws it to the flat. Knocked away. So it'll be 4th down for the Janitors. Quaffit has to make this 1st down. Gets it to Rory Fisher. But he had to step out of coverage to get out of Destin Mystery's coverage. Has to step in front of the sticks. And that is the Janitors' season. So the Beefers will line up in the victory formation. And our normal bowl will be the Beefers and the Rollers in San Francisco next Tuesday. Gary McMoney's on the outside run. Gets it to the 40. As the Janitors use their 2nd timeout. So the Beefers' run game just so powerful here today. And again, the Beefers had a strategy and they executed it perfectly. They got the lead early and they ran the clock. They hogged possession time as the Janitors used their final timeout with 56 seconds to go. But yeah, they ate up possession time and they clamped down on the Janitors' passing attack. And of course, the Beefers also getting some key takeaways as well. If they convert on 3rd down here. And there they go Neil. So they will have to punt, but again, the Janitors will not have enough time to get 2 touchdowns. This Tuesday, Normal Bowl 2, Beefers and Rollers in San Francisco. The first ever Normal Bowl in Season 1 was the best game of football played in TNFL's history. And if Normal Bowl 2 is going to be anything like Normal Bowl 1, it's going to be a don't-miss stream. Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, Trayvon Enterkey making the final punt in this game. Bobby Williamson waving the fair catch. And the Wyoming Janitors will not make it a two-peat. And actually, both teams in the Normal Bowl this season, both rookie teams. We'll see what Craig Quaffit does here in the shotgun. Total desperation mode here. Quaffit catches the high snap. Over. Gets it to Van Panel. Over the 40-yard line. But with no timeouts. They'll scramble to the line, and the Beefers are victorious here as both away teams defeat their higher-seeded opponents to move on to the Normal Bowl. The Beefers winning 20-7. Wow. That running game, man. Like, if you get the lead and you run it, it doesn't matter if your passer rating is 57.1. You win the game. Quaffit throwing 2 interceptions. McEnroe throwing 1 interception. That first interception by the Janitors was amazing. That tip to Oscar Dude, man, that was fantastic. Justin Threadbare, your rushing leader. McEnroe almost getting to 50 yards, and Gary McMoney's getting 31. So that triple-pronged rushing attack from the Beefers, really good. Receiving yards goes to Van Panel and Fisher, 47 and 45. Van Panel being targeted 3 times. He was great in the middle. And Roy Fisher targeted 6 times for 45 yards. Wow, tie game with 10 pancakes. Get out of here. Omar Jeltz, J.K. Jokester, and Oscar Dudeman, each with interceptions. Chadwick, Dudeman, Rail, and Bulkison, each with tackle for losses. And your tackles leader, Jed Chadwick, middle linebacker for the Janitors. Your forced fumbles, Holdsbard and Jed Chadwick each getting a forced fumble, so great work from those two. And